Hello and welcome to a new video from Digidesignresort. My name is Monia, and in this video I want to create with you a pressed text effect for your tags. And before I do that, please subscribe to our channel, click the little bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. And what you need for that is pretty simple. You basically just need an image editing program. I use Affinity Designer because it's very simple to use and you get a 30 days free trial. And when you download that and install it on your computer, we can get started. So now I've opened Affinity Designer and start by creating a document. That's pretty easy and most self-explaining, like in each program. Click on File, New, and then you choose which type you want to create. Here, for example, I've chosen print, but you can of course also use web or devices, whatever you prefer. And then you can choose CMYK or RGB mode. That's important. If you want to print it, then it's CMYK, and if you don't want it, it's RGB. So whatever you choose is fine. It doesn't matter really, because we want to create it here just for this digital world. And now I have my document in 640 by 200, and the first thing I do is create a rectangle here on my paper, on my file, and you see it snaps on the top left into the corner, and that is what it does because I have put the snapping here on top here. When you release that and don't have it on anymore, then it won't snap into the corner. So that is why I leave it on, but you can play around with that if you want it, if you need it, and then turn it on or off, whatever you prefer. So now I draw my rectangle here on the sheet, and then I can fill it with a color. I click the selection tool and then the color wheel, and then I choose 2 points here on top and bottom because I want to create a gradient. So now I can just click on the dot, and when I do that I have the color wheel open here and choose one color here. So let's do that, and I use colors from my swatches. You don't have to, of course, you can just pick the colors, whatever you prefer, but I'm going to do it like this now. So just click on the color and then you pick the bottom dot, and again click on the color, and then you have 2 colors from dark to lighter, and with the little dot here in the center you can go up and down and change the gradient a little bit, or if you go to left and right you can do that same as well. So basically that's it. That's the first thing you need to do, and make sure it's straight to the bottom and straight to the top. And once you have done that, create a new layer, and now we want to type in the text. Click on the A and choose the right font. I have now the Grand Hotel font here. You can choose whatever you want, of course. You can download it for free and then set the size to 32 pt and click into your document. I write the text now, and now I want to center the whole thing, and for that go to that tool here top right and then click center on top and horizontally and vertically. And once I have done that, you see it is now well centered. Now we need to play a bit with the modes. So click on the F, and now we need to add a gradient overlay also on the text. So click on that gradient overlay, and you see it has 2 colors which doesn't fit right now. So we need to set where the light is coming from. It's coming from the top actually, because that's the light part here. And once I've done that, I click on gradient, and now I choose 2 colors. I click in here and pick the colors, one from the top here or from my layers palette, wherever, and then click here in it, and I have picked that color, and I do the same at the bottom if I want to change it actually. Okay, so here it's dark, and once I've done that, I click on inner shadow, and I need a little bit of an inner shadow to make sure it looks realistic and pressed into the plate I have created. So play around with the settings and adjust it to your needs. Whatever you choose is fine, just make sure it looks like it has been pressed into your plate. And then don't forget to add an outer shadow as well. We need that to make it look more realistic, and we need it in white. So that's why choose here the wheel and pick the color you want. I have white here, as I said, and now I turn it down just to have a little bit of a shadow here. And once I have done that, yeah, you see when I turn it up a lot, it looks a little bit like glowing, so that is not what I want actually. Yeah, I'm playing around with it until I feel it looks good, and once I've done that, click close, and you see now it looks like a pressed text. Yeah, I have created here once again in rows because I wanted to match it with the background, but you see you can do whatever you feel like is right for your tag. And once you have done that, I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I know it's a bit different from what you usually get here, but you know, I think it's sometimes we need to go some new ways. Why not? So yeah, that's for me for today, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye.